So there's a company here in Denver that's made it its mission to repurpose materials so they aren't sent to the landfill, and the company is called Repurposed Materials.
Right.
It has taken the brushes from street sweepers in Fort Collins, by the way, and turned them into back scratchers for rhinos at the Bronx Zoo.
It's a great story.
And then with Earth Day being this Sunday, we figured we need to talk with these guys.
That's right.
So we sent Belen de Leon over there, and she joins us now live this morning. Hi, Belen.
Hey guys, good morning. Well, you know how the saying goes, out with the old and in with the new? Well, how about giving the old a new purpose? Right now, I am in the middle of a tire that was used for a mining truck. It wasn't purposeful anymore for that reason. What they did is they split it in half, they filled this little donut hole with concrete, and now farmers and agriculturists use this to feed their livestock and to put water in it. Now with me now with this genius idea is Damon. Damon, help me out here, please.
Don't hurt yourself.
Don't want a YouTube moment.
Whoa.
Oh, here we go. Okay, tell me about why repurposing is actually better than recycling.
Well, at Repurposed Materials, Belen, what we do is we look for byproducts and waste that have value as is. In traditional recycling, you have to shred it, grind it, melt it, somehow transform it, which uses a lot of energy. We're focused on the reuse side, or creative reuse side, of the famous reduce, reuse, recycle triangle. So again, like an old tire, rather than chipping it up, grinding it up, you slice it in half like a bagel, and it becomes a stock tank for animals that can last 50 to 75 years.
And what impact does it have environmentally and economically?
Well, that's a great question, because we always get asked, does repurposing make more sense environmentally or economically? We think it makes sense both ways. Environmentally, in just our first year, we've saved and diverted from the landfills over 500,000 pounds from the landfill. Economically, when somebody repurposes, they save 50 to 75% over buying new and solving a problem with something purpose-built.
Now quickly, take me through some of these things and tell me how they might be repurposed or what new life you could give them.
Absolutely. We'll come right here. This is an old swimming pool cover. It's meant to keep toddlers and
what was it used for?
And a swimming pool cover. It was a swimming pool cover. Now it gets a second life, no longer good for that. It gets to be a shade for livestock, for greenhouses, for nurseries. Back here, this red thing, this is an old street sweeper brush. These came from the city of St. Louis. Going in the landfill, absolutely. It gets a second life as a back scratcher for livestock. In fact, we just sold 2 to the Bronx Zoo in New York City, and they put them in their rhinoceros pens.
Oh, you know what? Let's save some of these. In the next hour, we're going to tell people about how you've repurposed, and also the input that people have had through your Facebook, and giving you ideas on how to repurpose that. So, folks, coming up in the next hour, you're not going to want to miss it. You're not going to believe what plenty of these things that probably didn't serve a purpose in their old life, you know, now.
They're getting a second life, a repurposed life, out of the landfill and saving people money.
That's in the next hour. Guys, back to you in the studio.
What a genius.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Thanks
so much, Belen. We'll look forward to that. And I just love the back scratcher idea. Isn't that nice?
I'd
I
like
should
that
have one
for
for
us.
my house. I know.
Why just for rhinos?
Well, let's
I mean,
what are you
come
saying
on.
about me?
And me too.
Let's get the money today. We're taking a look at a company in Colorado that's made it its mission to repurpose materials so they're not sent to the landfill. Now, this is not recycling. This is repurposing. An example, they took the brushes from a street sweeper up in Fort Collins, turned it into a back scratcher for the rhinos at the Bronx Zoo. That's pretty creative. With Earth Day being this Sunday, it's only fitting that we talk to those folks this morning. And 9 News reporter Belen de Leon is joining us live from Repurposed Materials in Denver. This is kind of cool stuff.
Hey guys, good morning. Yeah, while most businesses focus on recycling, repurposed material focuses on reuse, giving new use to old products, giving them a second life. With me now is Damon Carson of Repurposed Material. This is amazing, really. And you're known as the industrial matchmaker, or Cupid. Tell me what. Tell me
Cupid,
what.
I guess post Valentine's Day, we're an industrial Cupid. So we're looking for byproducts and waste of one industry that can get a second life for a very different reason in a second industry. So we can just look at a few. Here's an old swimming pool cover that gets a second life as a shade for nurseries, for livestock. Behind us here in the red, an old street sweeper brush becomes a back scratcher for livestock, of all things. Again, intended as a street sweeper.
I got an itch. I think I might have to scratch.
Yeah, we can do that.
What else?
Over here, along I-70, I-25, billboards say Budweiser, Chevrolet, Coca-Cola. Waterproof tarps cover RVs. They make great pond liners covering hay. Here we have a conveyor belting from like the coal mines, gold mines, Heavy, heavy rubber, no longer good for conveying, gets a second life under weight benches, flooring, windbreaks for cattle, all kinds of fun stuff.
Damon, we were talking about this. One person can look at the product and see it for one purpose, and an entirely different purpose. Another person could see the product for a different purpose. Tell me about that.
Here's a great example. This is a roofing paver. It came off of a Denver Tech Center roof. Again, roofing. This side up, and again, for the roofing, it has this channeling, this corrugation for water running underneath it. You look at it this way. A do-it-yourselfer landscaper says, hey, garden, stepping stones. A farmer, a rancher looks at it upside down. Wow, those cleats. That's great traction for livestock. So again, gets 2 different second lives in that case.
That is amazing. And you guys have a great following on Facebook. Most of these ideas come from your Facebook friends. You will post a certain thing online, and you'll leave it out to the public, and you'll say, hey, what can this be used for?
Yeah, we play this game with our people, and we'd love for your audience to join us. What is it? How can it be repurposed? We just show it what it is, tell it what it was before, and people come up with all kinds of creative new ideas for old stuff.
Give us the Facebook address.
Facebook.com/repurposed with a D, materials with an S.
Okay, look it up. They're also hiring. Great employment here, and hey, you are helping to alleviate, of course, the environmental issues and as well as economic, because of course you'll be saving some money. Hey, I've been repurposing for a while too. I take old butter containers and I'll use them as Tupperware. That's repurposing, right?
Absolutely, it is. Good job, Belen. And look behind you there, because that is the back scratcher behind you. I think I just saw that. So there you go. Try it out. How's it feel? Yep, I think we're getting the thumbs up.
Excellent.
Belen says good. Bring one back.